Welcome to part 4 of the Quantum Break playthrough. We are about to begin Act 3, Part 1. Actually, don't know how many acts there are in total.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the Lion's Den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed. Thanks for showing up.
Here, I thought this was gonna be a rescue. Right, there's a story here.
You know a guy called Hatch?
Serene's right-hand man.
He was here. He gave me this big speech about how he wants to take down Paul.
I hope you said no.
I didn't trust him for a second. He set me loose anyways, told me to wait for an opening.
I just gave you one.
Appreciate it. What's it look like out there?
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And Dr. Amaral?
I don't have a fix on her. She's either at the party or at her office at the R&D facility here on the island. I'll scout out the party.
So you're gonna sip champagne while I break into a high-security installation. It's like you got this all figured out.
I'll save you a cocktail, weenie.
Oh, well, in that case...
My cover isn't gonna survive the night, but it'll last a little longer, so you can't walk out the front door with me. This is the quickest way to the R&D facility. I disabled the security at the back door, but there'll be guards. Contact me when you're clear. And Jack, you know what's at stake here. This can't be about revenge.
I'm not here for Paul.
I'm here for the wine and cheese. Alright, see you in a bit. Love you.
Good
Bye.
luck.
Thank you.
Hey! He's escaping!
Oh, is that a new trick in my arsenal?
Damn. That will hurt in the morning. My powers were growing. I was learning to control them better. That felt good.
How do I open that door?
There must be some way to open the door.
Oh, probably this button over here, I would guess.
Who the
Oh,
hell
I see.
designs these doors? Okay, I have to move faster to get through. Very sci-fi and very Monarch. Something tells me it wasn't commissioned by them, though.
Okay.
Hey, Beth, I'm clear. What's next?
You'll see a radar tower up ahead soon. Let me know when you get inside.
All right.
too heavily on them. Oh, you could have warned me about that one, Beth.
I like that power. Sorry, that's a fun power. Alright, is there something else I could use over here?
Okay, how am I getting to that radar? Up you go. Let's try this again. All right, that's that.
Oops.
It's all supposed to be quietly swept under the carpet. But now we've got a shitload more bodies to disappear.
Well, at least we got it under control now.
HQ, we have contact.
Move! Move! It's George!
I keep pressing B to crouch because I'm so used to
Time felt broken here.
a lot of action games, but it's not. It's the shield thing. All right. Sorry. Gull Island sign, Riverport Coastal Defenses. The coastal defense installation of Riverport was commissioned on August 2nd, 1940 and completed in September 1942
The
as
whole
America
cannon felt
faced
unstuck in time.
the realities of World War II. In addition to the fortifications and artillery, it also boasted an extensive tunnel system that linked Gull Island to the mainland, enabling free movement of personnel and material even under siege conditions. It was built in preparation for an attack on the United States that fortunately never came. The original plan also called for the construction of a large naval base in Riverport to support the U.S. Navy in the Atlantic, taking advantage of the local shipbuilding industry. But as the United States entered World War II after Pearl Harbor, a change in resourcing priorities led to these
Monarch had
plans being
dismantled the old
scrapped.
cannon.
This installation was in active use throughout the war, and the underground facilities continued to be used as a base for naval intelligence work once World War II ended. The installation was decommissioned in 1961. Oops.
The timeline of the old cannon felt loose. I could shift it around.
Smart place to aim the cannon, guys.
I've been thinking. Monarch projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral...
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutterproof gear. I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office, too.
I'll keep an eye out. See if I can grab it for you.
Okay.
Can't believe that Joyce guy just gave himself up. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, he's locked up tight now. I hope they put two in the back of his head.
Is it true he's got some kind of...
Hostile!
Frag out!
No, 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 no! Another one.
Shit. Okay, that's on me. Dang it.
Dry dock's off turned into a disaster. It's gonna take them weeks to clean it up.
It was all supposed to be quietly swept under the carpet. But now we've got a shitload more bodies to disappear.
Well, at least we got under control now.
I already read that.
Time
Don't
felt
need to do that
broken
again.
here. The whole cannon felt unstuck in time. The timeline of the old cannon felt loose. I could shift it around.
Smart place to aim the cannon, guys.
I've been thinking. Monarch projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral...
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutter-proof gear. I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office, too.
Can't believe that
I'll keep an
choice
eye
guy
out.
just gave himself
See if I can grab it for you.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, he's locked up tight now. I hope they put two in the back of his head.
HQP backup, it's choice, over.
Copy. Neutralize the target at once.
Come on down here. I got something for you. Where'd that guy go?
What?
Jack? I've disabled security and unlocked the gates leading to the tower. Let me know when you get there.
Thanks, Beth. Great. Another one. Need to get to the radar tower. That's all of them. Okay. Next stop, the radar tower. Beth? I'm at the radar tower. Where's the lab?
Below your feet. It's all top secret. The elevator inside will take you down.
Oh, seriously? What is this, a Bond villain lair?
You have no idea. Just don't fall into the shark tank.
Good evening,
Fuck.
folks. This is your pal, Bobby Radford, and you better believe I'm still hopping mad about what went down at the university last night. But I got nothing new on that. I'm getting stonewalled. So let me take another approach. You know how Monarch took over the old dry docks, what, 5, 6 years back? Just bought it all up and set up some kind of an industrial operation there or something? Well, it turns out they had a freak accident there this morning. One of those unfinished ships came crashing down. You probably heard all about it. It was pretty spectacular. You'd think there'd be some kind of explanation for what had to be a multi-million-dollar disaster. But guess which multinational corporation has no comment on that little event either? Now, I don't know about you folks, but it seems to me all of a sudden there's a lot of weird stuff going down and Monarch's name just keeps coming up. So what's Monarch doing about it? It's business as usual for them. In fact, they're throwing a party at their fancy mansion on Gull Island. From what I hear, it's gonna be a hell of a bash, but of course it's off limits to anybody who isn't a part of their clique. Kinda seems to me these guys bought out Riverport, and now they're getting drunk while the city burns. But I'm sure they've got our best interests in mind, huh?
Yeah, that sounds right. I would like to enter this helicopter and leave.
Thank you. Welcome. Tonight marks a momentous occasion. For years we have been building towards this day. Years of planning, developing, training. For me personally, this marks the end of a 17-year journey, and today we emerge from the shadows. We do so accepting great responsibility. I present to you the CFR, the Chronon Field Regulator. This device has been at the heart of our Chronon research since 2010, but I am here to assure you that it is so much more than just that. This device will be our salvation, and as promised, it is ready. To some of you, this means nothing. To others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age. Great danger is coming our way. It cannot be prevented, but we can be protected. And so tonight is a celebration. A celebration in the face of darkness. We celebrate, but for some of you this means nothing. For others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age. Great danger is coming our way. It cannot be prevented, but we can be protected. And so tonight is a celebration in face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared. We are prepared for what comes next. We are prepared to do what is necessary. We are prepared to survive. Thank you.
Huh. Oh, please don't
Look at
be
him. Not a care in the world.
Where'd the X go?
Beth, I'm about to take the elevator. See Paul's still fond of his own voice?
Yeah, he's talking about his survival plan. Crowd's eating it up.
Loving the elevator music, I gotta say. Monarch, guarding your future.
Jack, local security network just lit up. They know you're there.
No shit! It's Joyce!
Jesus.
Roger that. Write him up. Over.
Ooh, don't want to get hit by that.
Dr. Amaril's office. Looks like that's one level up.
One level up. Okay.
That doesn't look right.
I'm going the wrong way.
What the hell is this? What is that? It's like I'm being drained.
Chronon dampeners take away your time powers. Disable them or leave the area of effect to gain your powers.
The hell do they make things like that?
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Is this another long email? Oh my god. That is a lot to read. Am I going to get interrupted while I try to read this? Probably, but let's just start. From Paul Serene, the Lifeboat Protocol to Lifeboat Maintenance. Greetings, Lifeboat personnel. The day has finally come to commence Phase 3 of our plan. Tonight I will be hosting a gala to celebrate this monumental achievement to which you are all invited. By now you have likely heard of the events that took place earlier today at River Point University. Our path forward has not been impacted by this minor setback. We are ready for what comes next. Your part in this journey has not yet begun, but the onset of the fracture will bring with it new challenges that are worth reiterating. I am not able to go over many of these issues in detail at tonight's gala because many guests will not have knowledge of the Lifeboat Protocol. As such, I am including a high-level document outlining key points worth addressing. 1. The path forward, our journey ahead. 2. Lifeboat Protocol, status of the survival program. 3. Shifters, dangers awaiting us at the end of time. 4. R&D tour, our future at work. 1. The path forward. When you were first chosen for the Lifeboat Protocol, you were sent a package illustrating in great detail several events that would come to pass. It was stressed that these events were unavoidable. Many of you were reluctant to believe this, but every single one of those events has since occurred, including, to our great regret, the onset of the fracture. This provides empirical evidence of my knowledge and understanding of the future, and I trust it has dispelled your doubts. No future event that I have experienced can ever be prevented. This includes the end of time. It cannot be avoided. However, it can be survived. Survival in the end of time has been the primary mission of Monarch Solutions since its inception. Your loyalty to this cause will prove invaluable as we move forward. I know this isn't easy, but in the face of immutable facts, sacrifices must be made in the name of our survival. From this point forward, we will have to start making those sacrifices at a rapid pace. While we do know the exact date and time of which the complete end of time will occur, Our knowledge about the escalation in stutters and time anomalies leading to it is far less complete. We do, however, know that it will be dangerous. For the first time in 17 years, we are entering a phase of the relative unknown. Adjustments will need to be made along the way, both in response to the effects of the fracture's progress and to the less cosmic events that we will find ourselves in. We ask for your patience in this trying time. 2. Lifeboat Protocol. You are the chosen few who will survive the end of time. When time stops, your journey will continue in the safety of the lifeboat. The chronon particle harvesting operation is nearing completion. The lifeboat has been confirmed to be able to run solely on that chronon power, as regulated by the chronon field regulator. Current data indicates that the lifeboat will remain sustainable for approximately 50 years. Subjective years, of course, as no time at all will pass outside the lifeboat. Given the preliminary research we have achieved using the CFR, we estimate that will take at least 2 subjective decades for the lifeboat team to discover a permanent solution for the end of time. Given the nature of the problem, this is of course highly speculative, and the solution could prove to be more elusive than we're hoping. However, by the time the lifeboat protocol is activated, we are confident that we will be able to increase our chronon particle reserves and their sustainability to a point where we have a runtime of upwards of 200 subjective years. Or, to put it another way, if there is a solution to the end of time, I am 100% confident that the lifeboat team will have the necessary time to discover it. Good lord, this is a lot. 3. Shifters. We briefed you all on the danger of chronon-disrupted wave function subjects, or what we are now being referred to as shifters. We estimate that they will begin to emerge within stutters only as the end of time nears. The lifeboat has been tested, and we can say with absolute certainty that the stutter-proof technology will protect the lifeboat from shifters. Using a living sample in Dr. Kim's lab, we have proven that shifters cannot manifest without the presence of a stutter. We will make sure that you are transported to the safety of the lifeboat before they arrive. Floor 3 of the lifeboat has been built to house the Monarch Solutions Striker and Juggernaut squads, a paramilitary unit trained to combat shifters at the end of time. Their presence will likely not concern you. However, in the event that travel outside the safety of the lifeboat proves to be unnecessary for any reason, the Striker teams have been trained to navigate the end of time and successfully eliminate shifters. Number 4, R&D Tour. Tonight we will be sending you VIP passes for the gala, which will permit entry into our high-security R&D facility on Gull Island. Many of you are, of course, already intimately familiar with these areas, given your technological and scientific expertise, but those who aren't will undoubtedly find it interesting. You are welcome to join a tour to view the various pieces of tech that Monarch has developed during Phase 2 to prepare for our journey forward. We welcome you to take this opportunity to see for yourself that every development necessary for the lifeboat protocol is completely on schedule. Your dedication to our cause will assure our survival. Dark times are coming, but you are the light at the end of the tunnel. You are humanity's salvation and hope. Together, we will survive. Paul Serene, who also sounds like a cult leader. That might have been the longest thing I've had to read. Can I go this way? No.
Okay, I gotta get to Dr. Amaril's office.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. But seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. Made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for?
Mom, like getting out of this.
What the hell is shooting at me? This isn't good. Not good at all.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is going on?
Not even scratching.
Oh, the thing's not working. Okay, I got it. Trying to figure out why that explosive thing's not working.
There's gotta be a way to hurt.
Okay. How the hell do you beat that thing?
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Alright. I have to defeat this juggernaut. That's gonna suck.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. Seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. It made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for? The alarm would trigger as soon as the stutter broke. I was on borrowed time.
Okay, I gotta get to Dr. Amaril's office. Dr. Amaril's office. It's like that's one level up.
Oh, it's saved this time. That's good.
The chart showed that all of Monarch's major technological advancements started in 2010. Around the same time that something else happened.
Ground zero.
Oops, I want to read it. Monarch Technology Timeline, 1999. Phase 1 of Monarch Operations. 2000. Monarch Physics Research Division founded. 2006. You know what? Never mind. I've read enough in this video. Alright. Looks like it's saved there. Hopefully it starts me there if he kills me again. Oops. I just hit skip in it. Oh.
What the fuck is that thing?
Ah, fudge, bro. That did not work at all. At least it put me here. May take a couple of times, but... Alright, let's try this again.
What the fuck is that?
Fuck, dude. Sorry, shouldn't have cursed. Let me just see what happens if I wait here for this. Probably have to shoot that back thing, right? Fuck you.
Thanks for the heads up.
Why is it not?
Great. It's gotta have some goddamn weakness. That's the weak spot. I'm drained.
Uh-oh.
Time to move.
Fuck, why does it keep doing that? Oh my goodness. That was redonkulous.
Which way is Amron's office?
It's up there, but oh. Is this a Chronon or whatever the hell it's
These
called?
things were designed by walking tanks.
They weren't for you. Don't flatter yourself.
Oh, hello.
Well, that was awkward.
Let's try it again. Might be able to get out from here.
I can't tell if that's... Alright.
I'm guessing this isn't the usual employee route. Dr. Amaril's office must be close.
Pick up a Chronon harness for Beth.
No alarms. Looks like nobody here knows about the mess I made on the way in. Nice job, Beth.
Now, look. It's just math.
Oh.
More
I don't know if I can read with this guy talking that weird slow motion. Martin Hatch admits to helping Jack escape from his cell. He says, I'm here to kidnap Sophia, the doctor. Is he done talking? From Martin Hatch, must move forward to Clarice. I've aided in Jack Joyce's escape from his cell. He is here to kidnap Dr. Sophia Amaral. This presents the perfect opportunity to move forward with our agenda. Tonight we send Monarch into a state of chaos. Tonight we ensure Paul Serene's downfall. When Paul hears about Jack's escape, he will order Sophia Amaral to be locked away in the villa for protection. As Jack nears her location, have Stetson sabotage the drone surveillance so that his movements will remain undetected. Assist Joyce's mission in any covert manner possible. Sophia is Paul's only resource capable of developing the treatments he needs. With her out of the picture, we only need to destroy his remaining treatments to render Paul helpless as his sickness grows. All of his treatments are kept in Dr. Kim's lab. I will gain access to the area and ensure that the entire lab is destroyed. I predict that Paul's sickness will take hold within 6 hours of these events, spurred by the increasingly frequent stutters. Only then will we make our final move. Check this guy out. My TPS report. From Fiona Miller to Beth Wilder. Subject: Joyce in custody? I just got word that Jack Joyce is in Monarch custody. Walked right into the mansion on Gull Island and gave himself up. What the hell are you two up to? If you want my help from the inside, then I need to know what's going on. Fiona. To Fiona from Beth. Yeah. Oops. I'm sure you noticed that things didn't go exactly according to plan at Ground Zero. Seems like a running theme tonight. Can't go into details now, but we found something that I believe is the key to retrieving the countermeasure. The solution is in sight, but we need to kidnap Sophia Amaral in order to get it to work. Jack gave himself up as part of a plan to get him inside. I'm on my way to release him so he can get to Amaral. A poor man's Trojan horse. Desperate times, desperate measures. What's your status? Any update on the Dr. Kim lead? We may need your help from inside to pull this off. Any chance you can lower security in and around the R&D facility? From Fiona to Beth. Our plans might actually overlap for once. I'm going to attempt to access Dr. Kim's lab tonight during the gala to find out if he knew about the countermeasure. I still think that's our strongest lead. However, if I get inside, I should be able to shut down some of the security measures from inside. The problem is getting inside that lab might prove to be a long shot. Couldn't get a hold of Amaral's key card, so I've resorted to shameless flirting in order to find a means in. I'm going to the gala as Charlie Wincott's date in hopes that he can get me inside. That's if I can hold back from punching out the douche for that long. Consider this a test of restraint. I know that you think Jack is the key to obtaining the countermeasure, but the evidence is really stacking up that Dr. Kim knew something about the device. All of the research he did in that lab is classified. They're hiding something big in there. I'll let you know what I find. I'd warn you that your plan on the island sounds reckless, but I'm sure you're fully aware. Keep in mind that the minute Dr. Amaral goes missing, the entirety of Monarch is going to be hunting you down. She's the only thing keeping Serene alive. He won't let her go without a fight. Keep safe. Is every office going to have a friggin' email I need to read it? It certainly friggin' appears that way, doesn't it? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I'm in Martin Hatch's office. From Martin Hatch, instructions for tonight to Monarch security team leads. People. It seems we are having an even busier day than we anticipated. Be aware that both Liam Burke and Jack Joyce are now being held in the detention center at the island. It should go without saying that Burke no longer has any authority within Monarch Solutions and should be treated as any other detainee. Both Burke and Joyce are considered exceptionally dangerous, and Joyce particularly so. He is Chronon active and should be handled with caution. That said, Joyce has given himself up. It's possible that he realized the futility of his position and the fight has simply gone out of him. but I'm not convinced he has no ulterior motive. Mr. Serene has to concentrate on his speech tonight. It's extremely important to the future of this company, so please ensure that everything goes smoothly. In the meantime, I will personally be conducting an interrogation of Joyce. Please expect my arrival at the detention center shortly. Martin Hatch.
That's Admiral's office.
Yes, it is, and I'll probably have to read 94 effing emails. Oh, goodness. I'll tell you this, if I wasn't recording the videos, I would not be reading all this crap. Documents, CFR briefing. CFR briefing by Dr. Sophia Amaral. It's no exaggeration to say that the Chronon Field Regulator, or the CFR, is at the heart of all of Monarch's technological advances. It has taken on a somewhat mythical quality given its origins and the vital role it plays in the Lifeboat project, but in actuality, the CFR's applications are very practical. That's not to say the CFR hasn't had a course-altering impact on the work Monarch Solutions does. It's been hugely influential in the development of both the stutter-proofing technology that allows us to shield large areas from the effects of a zero state, enabling time to keep flowing within them even as it stops everywhere else, as well as the smaller personalized application of the same technology, the portable Chronon harnesses that allow our soldiers and technicians to operate freely within stutters. We think of Dr. Henry Kim as the father of all this technology, and deservedly so, but for all his brilliance, it was his dedication to uncovering the secrets of the CFR that allowed him to make his breakthroughs. Despite Dr. Kim's hard work, the CFR's functionality is still not fully understood, and we have not been able to replicate the device. Having more than one of them would obviously be greatly advantageous to us, but we find ourselves in a precarious position where in order to fully investigate it, we would have to take it apart. Given its immense power, such an undertaking would pose obvious risks. Perhaps even more importantly, there's no guarantee that we would be able to put it back together again. Given that it's vital to the implementation of the Lifeboat Protocol, it's our policy to leave it intact. We do know, however, that the CFR can not only store an immense amount of Chronon particles, it can also tap into the Meyer-Joyce field and with great precision manipulate it. It's this unique ability that our own Chronon technology replicates, albeit at far less control and efficiency. It's also what makes the Lifeboat Protocol a reality. By itself, our stutter-proofing technology is powerful and reliable, but its rate of Chronon particle consumption is high, and it increases at an alarming rate as we widen the volume of space and the stutter-proofing covers. This would, on the face of it, make the stutter-proofing a very temporary solution indeed, one that could perhaps buy us some subjective weeks once we enter a permanent zero state, but which would ultimately only delay the inevitable. However, the CFR changes all of that. When the permanent stutter-proofing installed on the lifeboat... Wait, that sentence is messed up. Let me just read it as it is, sorry. When the permanent stutter-proofing installed on the lifeboat, indeed the very stutter-proofing that makes the lifeboat in the first place, is directed by the CFR, the system becomes vastly more efficient. Our Chronon particle consumption is reduced to around 1% of what it otherwise would be. Given that Chronon particles are hard to source, even at our ground zero installation, and our stockpiles are decidedly limited, this means that the CFR makes the difference between Lifeboat being a temporary stopgap solution or a very long-term undertaking that hopefully allows us to eventually find a solution to the end of time. I need to take a drink now. My throat is dry from reading all these gosh damn emails. Much better. Let's see what else we have. Let me guess. 72-page email. I don't know if I could read all this. This is ridiculous. All right, let's give it a shot. Presentation, Chronon Disrupted Wave Function Subjects, aka Shifters. Slide 1. Much of what we know about the shifters is theoretical, based on observations made by Mr. Serene and the limited experimentation we have been able to conduct on the only subject we have managed to capture. They do not seem to have a stable physical presence Rather, the data we are gathering appears to be fragmented and contradictory, as if there were countless versions of the subject occupying the same space. Our current theory is that they somehow exist in a persistent state of quantum superposition, or to put it another way, with reference to the famous Schrodinger's cat thought experiment, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. The full mechanics and implications of this exceed our current understanding, but on a practical level, it seems to make them highly resistant to injury. It appears that even if the shifter encounters deadly force, it may kill one of its aspects, but because it exists as multiple iterations of itself, including iterations that were not killed by the force, it doesn't stop. Current theory suggests that the only way to stop a shifter is to cause its wave function to collapse from the superposition to a single eigenstate. In practical terms, the shifter must be affected with deadly force enough times for it to run out of healthy versions of itself. As such, direct confrontation with a shifter should be a last resort. Slide 2. Contact with a shifter is extremely dangerous. We know that they are essentially mobile repositories of vast amounts of chronon particles, and that they can only exist in a zero state, an area which has been depleted of chronon particles, typically by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce field that encompasses the universe. Colloquially, we'll refer to these as stutters in time. We also know that shifters are hostile to any source of chronon particles other than themselves within stutters, so any chronon active individual within a stutter may find themselves targeted by shifters. It appears that movement in stutters, by which we mean the very movement of particles within the space in which time flows, not merely the movement of an individual, disturbs them, and they respond with considerable aggression. As discussed previously, shifters are extremely resistant to damage. They are also quite physically formidable, but their biggest threat is the distortion field around them. Its exact nature is unknown, but we know it warps the properties of the space surrounding them, exerting great physical stress and unpredictable forces on its surroundings. Again, in practical terms, close proximity to a shifter may be fatal even if no actual physical contact takes place. Slide 3. The stutter-proofing technology Monarch Solutions has advanced offers solid protection against shifters. Time flows normally within a stutter-proofed area, so shifters cannot exist within them. Therefore, as long as stutter-proofing remains active, shifters are not a problem. However, stutter-proofing of large areas outside is not feasible given our chronon particle budget, so we have developed other technology to defend against shifters, the chronon dampeners. A chronon dampener works by annihilating free-floating chronon particles within a specified area. As shifters' forms are hypersaturated with chronon particles, they cannot enter an area in which a chronon dampener is active without their wave function collapsing. Therefore, our operatives in the field have a solid portable defense against shifters. I am so tired of reading. Our own technology is shielded against the dampener's effects, so activities and stutters undertaken by our strikers and other operatives are not hindered. However, as an unfortunate side effect, the dampeners have a crippling effect on individuals who are chronon active without the aid of technology. Accordingly, should Mr. Serene be present, you should always make him aware of your intentions before activating a dampener. You may rest assured that the dampener is not powerful enough to do physical harm to Mr. Serene, whose system constantly produces new chronon particles to replace the ones that are lost. But as the dampener's effects are unpleasant and enervating, such an encounter is likely to lead to an awkward conversation about future career prospects, i.e. you'll be fired. Holy shit, all of this reading is killing me inside.
That there looks like what Beth wanted. Oh, shit. Emerald's at the party. This stutter won't last. I better find a way out of here and get to the party.
Let's read this novel. This one's not so bad. If they were all like this, it wouldn't be so bad. But my God, they're like hundreds, thousands of words. I've read thousands of words since I started this game. Projected fracture progression. We've looked at the preliminary data on the frequency and severity of the stutters and crunched the numbers, and the results are alarming. Our original projection, which gave us years until the fracture reached the point which time breaks down completely, does not match up with the progression of stutters we are experiencing. Put simply, the stutters are happening more and more frequently, clearly indicating that the Meyer-Joyce field is breaking down much faster than we thought. Taking the rate of acceleration, we can hypothesize that we might have as little as 24 hours until we reach the end of time, or the point at which time stops and no longer starts up again. We do not know why the original projection was wrong and why that data, which we do consider reliable, coming as it does from Mr. Serene, seems to entirely contradict our current findings. Regardless, the main issue seems clear. In order to achieve Monarch Solutions' stated goals, the lifeboat protocol should be activated ASAP. I'm dreading this.
The Admiral had tried to warn Paul. The end of time was approaching quickly. Less than 24 hours away.
Mr. Serene believed it would take years to run its course. Admittedly, he was wrong.
I honestly cannot believe how long these emails are. I've never seen emails this long in a game where there were just dozens and dozens of them. Okay, to Sophia from Paul, February 24, 2013. Subject, Dream Journal 1. Sophia, as promised in our latest session, I am now going to transcribe what I recall from my dreams. I still have doubts that this exercise will help alleviate my symptoms, but I'm willing to explore the idea further if you truly believe in its merit. For someone who is not a medical doctor, let alone a mental health professional, you seem to take a great interest in my thoughts. Not that I don't appreciate it. Here is my first attempt. I recall a haunting image of 7 red doors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the ground, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked down into the aqueous metallic glow at my feet to see my own glimmering reflection, revealing that I had aged half a lifetime. Startled, I looked up to discover that only one door remained. Jack Joyce stood in front of it. The heat in the room was overwhelming. Jack was sweating profusely, his skin red and peeling open. He begged me to take him back home, but there was no door leading home. I opened the only door left and entered, discovering that we were back in the same room we had just exited. He refused to come to terms with this and opened the door again. I followed him over and over as he desperately opened the doors, forever leading us to where we started. The heat grew and he howled in pain, begging to know why I made the other doors disappear, why there was only one path. He begged me to bring the other doors back. He begged me to take him home. The iron pool burst into flames. Jack screamed in agony. I grabbed him, told him that we needed to learn to endure the heat, to embrace the flame. I knew it would come to pass eventually, but the only way to survive it was to accept its inevitability. My body began swaying rapidly, dancing to the movement of the flames around me until my bones faded out of existence and I surrendered to the fire until we were one and the same. I was no longer one being in one place and time. My life force spread evenly across the flames until I was no longer an individual in one body, but a grander shifting entity. I could feel Jack being consumed within my essence. I felt a power within the heat, a clarity of intent. I forgot about my desire to ever return from the flames because the body that once desired to return was lost forever. I became the very thing that I entered, and it became me, a cyclical fury chasing itself, Ouroboros. I woke up in a cold sweat. I quickly wrote down words that poisoned my mind in that moment. Delmore Schwartz was right. Time is the fire. Is that it? Okay, thank God. From Sophia to Paul, forward Dream Journal 1. And this is September 8th, 2016, 7:05. With Jack Joyce in our custody, I thought it relevant to forward you a message you sent me years ago. Do not underestimate the significance he holds in your life. I understand your concern that he is reluctant to accept the inevitability of what is coming. However, when he sees the whole picture, he'll have no choice but to believe. We all had our doubts once. You showed us the light. Give him time. Well, she's right for joining a cult. And just... I need to take a drink break. 1 sec, please, because this is more. Okay. From Martin Hatch, the purpose of the gala, to Monarch team leads. Greetings. It has been brought to my attention that there is some confusion as to the reason for the upcoming evening gala on Gull Island. I understand that some feel that such a celebration is frivolous, even misguided, in the aftermath of last night's events at Riverport University and the now present, steadily advancing fracture in time. These concerns are understandable, but they are missing the bigger picture. Monarch Solutions is now entering a phase in which its true purpose will be fulfilled. We have finally arrived at the moment for which we have spent years preparing. The purpose of this event is twofold. First of all, for those selected to be part of the Lifeboat Project as scientists, technicians, support personnel, or in some other role, it will be important to see and hear Paul Serene. Continued confidence in the survival program is vital for the continued survival of Monarch, and ultimately, the human race itself. This is particularly important given recent events. We need to present a desirable and reassuring counterpoint to the sacrifices we've had to make. Naturally, not everybody at the party will be among the chosen few, so a certain degree of informational hygiene will be required. I trust you will ensure that those reporting to you are informed precisely to the degree necessary. Secondly, for all of our autonomy and vast resources, Monarch is not functionally independent from the rest of society. In order for our plans... I can't do it. That screaming thing, can't do it. Can't read anymore with that. Sorry. It's just way too annoying. Alright, so now I have to get downstairs. Already looked at one of these, right? Guess it was just a different one.
Quite
Yeah.
expensive piece of tech you stole.
Bill me. I knew Beth's cover wouldn't last long. Had to get it to her at the party before it was too late. The Monarch combat gear was unwieldy. What I'd taken from Dr. Amaral's office was much lighter. Almost like a civilian model. Guns made to operate in a stutter. Paul had clear priorities. When time ends, guns don't.
All right, I should have, what, 3 points now? Yeah. Which one do I want? I'll increase size. Oops. I don't care about threat detection at all. Time dodge, I don't really use that either. Time shield recovery, time blast. Let's increase the blast radius. What the hell is this door? Oh, snap.
Garage. Sounds like the way out of this place.
had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
What are they gonna do to that Burke guy? After what he pulled, you gotta figure he's dead, right?
Holy shit, how many of these guys are there in here? 15? Am I just exaggerating the numbers a little bit? Here we go.
Contact!
Shit.
All personnel. Jack Joyce has escaped custody and is now present at the R&D facility garage. Repeat, Jack Joyce has escaped custody. He is to be neutralized at all costs.
What is up with my shooting? God, that was terrible.
He's all over us!
Alarm's not gonna make my life any easier. There's gotta be a way out of here. Damn. The alarm must have locked everything down. Maybe I can turn it off. Oh, shit. Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Light machine gun. I don't think I've had one of these before.
Beth, I got that device for you, but Dr. Emerald's at the party.
Yeah, I just spotted her. Wanna be my date?
Yeah, save me that cocktail weenie. I'll make my way there.
Serene's finished his speech and he knows you're loose. He's headed your way. Remember what we said. I'll keep him occupied, but switch to the Monarch frequency to make sure you stay out of his crosshairs.
Okay, I'll see you at the party.
Here we go.
All units. Target has been sighted. Be on high alert.
Why can I not frickin' go back in that? Doesn't even make sense.
Weapons free.
Circle around!
This guy again. Oh, I finally used it right. Was this door open the whole time, I wonder?
And you're back for some quality time with Bobby Radford. Hope you're doing okay tonight, Riverport. It's been a pretty freaky day, and I'm kind of hoping things will calm down now. I'd sure like to go back to normal, put these events behind us. Personally, I feel like that ain't gonna happen, you know? Ain't no going back to normal. Now, back in the day, I used to think that Monarch was good news for this town. It brought in a lot of jobs, and I don't know if you remember it, but man, did we need those jobs bad. Unfortunately, that came with a price tag, and we're paying for it now. Now, they're playing those classic corporate games where they keep screwing us. And they lie about it, and they deny responsibility. And even if somebody manages to nail their asses to the wall for it, they'll just lawyer up and wiggle off the hook somehow. Hell, that's business as usual in America, folks. You get used to that. It's what they all do in the end, one way or another. But Monarch, I keep flashing back to how Monarch security boys work people over at the university. Or maybe they did worse than that. Shit. We used to cops getting away with that. But these guys don't even have badges. That kind of thing, it just don't sit right with Bobby, Riverport. And it shouldn't sit right with you. So get off your ass and do something about it. Call your councilman now.
I need the exact coordinates for Joyce ASAP. Monarch Actual is moving in to intercept.
This is Home Guard 5. Just spotted him entering the tunnel system outside party grounds.
Beth?
I'm on my way.
Huh. Again. All right.
Oops. All right, so I have 2 points. Let's get something else here. What's this? Focus time triggered by. Let's just do this.
I could see the mansion where the gala was. I had to find a way to get there. I could see the energy field of another Monarch Chronon dampener. It would drain my powers. I'd have to find a way to shut it off.
Did I jump to that? Ooh, I thought for sure I was going to fall.
My powers won't work within that sphere. I better be careful.
Okay, so I gotta go find where I could disable that. Shit, I don't know. Can't jump back up there, can I? I don't know what to do here. Maybe I turn it off somewhere in here. Hopefully.
Security's tight. Maybe you want to shut that machine off.
Joyce escaped? How the hell did that happen? That means he had to have inside help.
Joyce is here! Now, we can't reach him!
That's my cue. Yeah, now we're talking.
So he's putting up a shield too. Alright. So I have to wait for him.
Power's on one.
You were headed for the party. What was your plan?
I needed to get to Dr. Amaral before the stutter ended and Monarch found out I was coming.
Where the hell? There we go.
There's gotta be a way to get past that gate.
How about you running? Nope, that's not going to work. What the hell? Is there like a gate thing I have to open? Let me try this. Fuck, how do I? Oh, I have an idea.
Beth should be here somewhere. Need to get to her before the stutter ends.
Mr. Serene's speech had been a success.
The world was falling apart, but the wine and cheese crowd was enjoying their little goddamn soiree.
Easy, Beth. Hey! It's okay. It's me.
Jesus. Look at all this.
Hope this is your style. These people have no idea I've been shooting up half of Paul's little amusement park.
Yeah, well, Monarch does. I don't think my cover's gonna last.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would do much good for the next part anyway.
Okay, Dr. Emerald's somewhere inside the mansion. Let's go grab her. Bit of luck, we can be gone before anybody notices.
Okay, lead the way. What's our plan once we grab her?
There's a boat dock right outside the mansion.
Okay, we can make that work.
What's this, another very long email? Oh, that's the screenplay again. I'm not reading that. I'm sorry. There's no way I'm reading that. You have to read that yourself online or something. Oh, I like the artwork.
Oh, shit! Oh, that drone!
It's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Literally.
Jack, Dr. Emerald's in there. We need to get her out before time kicks back in.
This is her office. Why can't I get in there?
We shouldn't wait. Let's go get Dr. Emerald.
I was trying to. Thought you said you saw her. Oh, she's there.
Jack, get her moving before time kicks back in and that drone turns us into paste.
Let's get to it, Doctor.
What? Oh no. That's gotta be good. It's really happening. You're Jack Joyce. You're here to kill me.
No, but you're coming with us. We need your expertise.
No.
I'm not asking.
It's collapsing.
Come on! Where's the damn boat?
It's right there.
Okay, go! Get her on the boat. I'll keep you posted.
Come on, Doctor.
Hurry up!
You'll never get away with this.
Shit.
Get in! It's Joyce! Somehow we got right past them! Mistake! Somebody call this
Jack, they're closing the gate. We'll be sitting ducks here unless you get it open for us.
You can go in the second you can, okay?
Copy. This is HQ. Weapons free. Engage. Over.
Damn it!
Incoming.
Start searching!
Neutralize the target. This is a priority order.
Where'd that sniper go?
Reloading! Go out to flank! Get down! Casualty! HQ suppressing target. Over.
Roger that.
I'm gonna get this son of a bitch up here.
Find him! HQ Joyce is here. Over.
There is a hostage situation underway. My order.
Way too much firepower around. These assholes are gonna sink us down. Take care.
Leave it to me.
Honestly, don't know how I did that. Am I where I'm supposed to? No.
HQ attacking target. Over.
Copy. Move in and eliminate target.
Shot me!
Need to open that gate.
That was nuts. Open the gate.
That gate's still closed. What's up?
I have to find it.
Yeah, I'm
Relax.
still working on it. Hang tight.
What about you?
You're clear. Go.
I can swing by
Go.
and...
No, just go. We went to all this trouble to grab her. Beth, I'm counting on you to keep her alive. I'll make my own way out. My plan was simple. There was a bridge to the mainland. I'd fight my way through anything Monarch would throw at me and then steal a car, drive it back to the swimming pool.
Just remember, we need your ass alive for the next part.
We'll see how it shakes out.
Taking the shot.
Really?
Sniper cover. Move it, man.
Oops, damn it. It happened again. Ah, fudge, bro. Damn it.
What about you?
You're clear. Go.
I can swing
Go.
by and...
No, just go. We went to all this trouble to grab her. Beth,
Oh, don't
I'm
jump.
counting on you to keep her alive. I'll make my own way out. My plan was simple. There was a bridge to the mainland. Fight my way through anything Monarch would throw at me and then steal a car, drive it back to the swimming pool.
Just remember, we need your ass alive for the next part.
We'll see how it
Here
shakes out.
somewhere. Go find it.
What if I just keep doing that? Oh shit.
Units, we have contact with the target.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to, like, fight tediously, apparently.
Go.
I can swing by and...
No, just go. We went to all this trouble to grab her. Target at my scope. I'm counting on you to keep her alive. I'll make my own way out. My plan was simple. There was a bridge to the mainland. Fight my way through anything Monarch would throw at me and then steal a car, drive it back to the swimming pool.
Just remember, we need your ass alive for the next part.
We'll see how it shakes out.
Hands on the target.
Flank target!
Beth and Dr. M are all clear, it was time for me to get gone. For that, I needed wheels. Valet parking. Beloved by car thieves everywhere.
Oh, well, that was fun. That last bit was a little tedious, I guess, but you know, sometimes it is. At least, I mean, give me the choice between reading 900 emails in the span of 2 minutes and fighting out with guns. I'll take the guns, I guess, you know? All right, so that concludes the 4th video in the playthrough, so I'll see you in part 5. Thanks for joining.